Good man.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 9 on a Tuesday. We're so glad you're with us. Look who's here. Look at the fellas. We got Nick Thomas. We got Alan Longstreet.
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
I'm Dina Santafanti, by the way.
Good.
Great.
Y'all know that?
Fantastic.
Except
Yes.
it's cold outside.
It's cold, yeah, no,
like
it's
it's like actually cold.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
Not
I did a little
good.
shoveling with no gloves on this morning. That was
You
a
did
dumb
what?
idea. I shoveled with no gloves. It was a quick little thing. It was, you know, a little kid drop-off situation, unplanned nonsense. It was only like 5 minutes, but still, that's a long 5
It
minutes
happens
on
quick,
those fingers.
doesn't it?
Yeah, yes, it is.
What is the temperature? Like 2 or something?
Yeah. Chills are like 20 below.
It says 5.
So.
Does it say 5 on there? But
Yeah.
but the wind chill
Wind chill is
factor.
way lower, and we're close to the range where like you can get frostbite on unexposed skin in like 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, you got to
Your
be
kids
careful.
have school today or no?
No, it was a from me to their mom drop off.
Okay.
And then it's like, the driveway's not shoveled at this place, and you
have to do it real quick,
gotta
man.
get some stuff done.
I was out there last night.
Shout out to, I made a trip to Costco yesterday to buy a TV. These kids are coming and going. They come and rob our home.
Oh, they take the TVs.
They take TVs.
She said these kids like the ones you made.
The kids that I created.
Yeah,
Just like random kids like
just
coming into our house.
Pots, pans,
Yeah,
TVs,
well, they need stuff.
paper towel. Like I'm like, well, you could go to
Laundry
the store.
detergent. Yeah, it's expensive.
You could buy that stuff.
Or they can just stop by and pick it up from the closet.
Anyway, but the fellas at Costco. Just standing out there, freezing cold, helping people load
for sure.
groceries and everything.
To be a cart person in this weather, I mean, those are the.
I saw a cart guy yesterday.
Those are
I tried to
fantastic
help him as
individuals.
much as possible.
For sure. If you don't put your cart in the cart corral and you don't have a physical issue, that I understand. Get out of here.
I know.
Put that cart in the cart corral.
Give him a break, but it is cold out there.
Help him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Help him out. Okay, so lots to get to today. We did want to start off with this because it is just shocking video when you see it. And we're not trying to scare anybody here, but this is reality. Scary, stunning situation in Toronto. A Delta plane crashes at the airport, flips upside. So people on the plane said they felt like it was normal landing, and then suddenly they're hanging from their seat like bats in a cave. Look at this. The plane then catches on fire, wings ripped off, it's belly up on the runway. Now, 80 people were on board. This is from Minneapolis to Toronto. Nobody died. 18 passengers have been hospitalized. No official cause has been given yet for this crash. There's lots of speculation. The Transportation Safety Board of Canada is leading this investigation. But, I mean, that's terrifying, isn't it, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it really is. I saw an aviation expert yesterday talking about how once the plane rolled, it sheared off the wings. And that was actually a good thing because on this model plane, the fuel is kept in the wings. And so when it sheared off the wings, it made it less of an explosion for the people inside. And that's probably the reason that everyone survived. It's truly amazing because I was really into this one yesterday when it happened because a lot of aviation things have been happening in the last few months.
It's getting a little scary.
And a lot of people were saying what's going on. And the couple of aviation experts that I was watching on our network news and others,
Ellen,
they were saying that it does have no connection.
We know that this time of year, it does get, the weather, of course, probably plays a role. High winds.
Sure, if you have wind shear, if you have a big, strong gust, and they have sensors to detect this, and I'm sure that every single one had a reason, and it's not like a grand conspiracy, but still, and I'm sure that it's still the safest mode of transportation. Yet, I'm a human being, and I hate riding in airplanes, and I don't want to see these stories anymore.
Right.
It is petrifying, and I have like I'm not flying again probably for another year, but I already have it down on my calendar. I'm like, I got another day to closer to the air. I don't like
all the time. I fly all the time.
I don't like it at all.
This has helped me, just inadvertently, without you even knowing it, be more relaxed about flying. Because the more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Listen, I understand that it is irrational. I get that.
I don't know. I mean, you're up in the middle of the clouds with a bunch of other people.
I get it.
Right. What I'll do is I'll look at the flight attendants.
What's irrational? The fact that you trust the system, or
yeah, the fact that it always happens safely. You know what I mean? If you look at the odds, you look at the stats, right?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It is safe.
Statistically speaking,
driving to work is riskier than getting in a plane.
I think it's a matter of control, right? Like I'm in control of the car, at least I think, and I feel helpless in the tin can in the sky.
What I do is when I get on there, I try to I gotta get eyes on the pilot. I just go,
yeah.
I see you. You see me.
Get one of those trading cards
what's going
from
on?
them.
Yeah, what's going on,
for
baby?
some credentials or something?
All right, I see you. You doing all right today? Yeah. Just get a look at him. But hey, man, how you doing?
I was just on a flight a couple weeks ago.
Woman pilot.
And there was a little turbulent, you know, they announced that now they give you a lot of warning that we're going to hit a little about a half hour in, which I don't know if that's good or bad.
I think it's worse for me. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't
Can I get a vodka real quick? Something to...
I was sitting next to this really big, burly guy, and we had some turbulence, and he started tearing up.
See, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I said, man, we're going to be fine. Like, turbulence happens all the time. And he does this thing. He gets his and kisses it, you know. And I said, I'll pray with you if you want, brother. You know,
that's
whatever.
A moment.
You want me to hold your hand? He goes, no. I'm like, okay, we're good.
I'll be with my kids. I'll be grabbing onto my kids.
Yeah,
and
just
like,
hold
Mom,
them.
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, it's really like hitting a little pebble in the street when you're in the car.
Yeah, it's just like a little boom.
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, we will keep track of what happened with that because it's terrifying. We're not trying to take away from the seriousness of that at all. We're just trying to work through our
our own anxiety
about it all.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, should we talk tats?
Yeah.
Tattoos?
Because I want to hear what you
I've got some things to say. Comedian and actor Pete Davidson showing off this massive transformation he's been having. The majority of his tattoos lasered off.
Wow.
The 31-year-old has been in the process of removing that body art since 2020. Is this the him version now?
Yeah, this is a
they
new
really
Pete.
got him off, huh?
They did.
He told People magazine it cost him about $200,000 so far.
He had them all over his arms.
Yeah, he said he decided to ditch the tattoos after getting sober and realizing that he could book more acting jobs.
Look at that.
If he changed up his look. That's pretty incredible. His advice to anyone looking to get inked, make sure you're really sure about it.
What on earth?
That removal process is pretty painful. And I
look like a baby.
It looks like a bunch of doodles, like someone took a Sharpie and just went.
Oh, for sure.
They're all gone now.
But I wish we could get back.
See, look at that. He's like all brand new.
I mean, I was under the mind that like you would still have a faint. I didn't know that you could really remove them.
Well, he talked about
body makeup on too, maybe.
No,
you think so?
He talked about how painful it was and how many different layers of removal he had to do. I think he said 4 or 5 times over the course of a couple of years.
So I've done a story on this, and then I really want to hear what you have to say because you have opinions about these tattoos.
Sure do.
But in the story I did, it was several visits to laser them off because they're really burning off your skin. I don't want to say burning, but
no, he said they're taking off a layer of skin.
Taking off layer after layer.
And then he has to let it heal, and then they take off another layer of skin because the ink is deep.
All right, Alan Longstreet.
Well, that's
Tell
just
the
painful.
people how many tattoos do you have?
I have 3 tattoos, and they're pretty reasonable. They're like, well, you know, here in the.
You only have 3?
Where's the other one at?
Oh, he doesn't
There's one there.
That's awesome.
Oh, and then one right there.
There you
and
go.
like the one right there is dumb. I like the idea of it.
that one, man.
I like it's life is what you make it.
Yeah.
But the font is big, and like I remember
and it's a Miley Cyrus song.
It's a Miley. She is. Yeah, and you know what, Miley.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
I agree. I just wish it was in a different spot and smaller. But I also have the name of my ex-wife right there.
Right.
Which is also fine. Like we have a fine relationship. I don't hate her. I don't like hate to look at it all the time. But at the same time, do you want the name of somebody? You know what I mean? But it's there, and I actually.
Don't you have a leg one too?
I've got one on my side too. Like that one's a fan. Like my mom and dad and siblings. We've had a lot of talks about tattoos. Because I'm like, tell your kids not to get tattoos.
What about the one? No.
What about the one right on your lower back?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I think tattoos are cool, and you really just got to think it out before you get one. But Pete Davidson had them everywhere, so he had to get them lasered off, and then stay out of the limelight for a minute.
That's an identity.
Now, your recommendation to the children is?
Well, it's tough because, like, first of all, you know me. I am a do what you want to do thing.
Of course.
So I can only speak from my experience.
Of course.
I was just like, all of my tattoos. I just wish I didn't have any of them.
Really?
And there's no strong reason. I'm not going to get it removed because I don't want to pay the money, and I don't want to. It hurts. And they don't bother me that much. I'm just like, why'd I do that? Why'd I do that?
But I really like this one because when you write cross somebody, they're going to read that. Bang! Right there.
All that punching I do.
Right.
A street
When you go
long
to the
streets
punch,
out on the
they're gonna be like, what is this?
Long streets.
Make life what you make.
You know me.
There he is.
So I don't know. I'm just always like, think a long time before you get it. But
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people are real happy with theirs. So.
Yeah, I think they're cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit. Talk about this. If you're struggling, keep that New Year's resolution. Japanese
yes, I
ritual.
am, Lee Thomas.
Japanese ritual
Please.
could help you get back on track. And I really love this one. It's called the concept of Kaizen, which focuses on continually improving, but in very small increments, even as small as 1%. Now, experts say it's important to focus on one goal at a time, visualize the end game and what it looks like in as much detail as possible, and then take steps to achieve it. Jot that vision down, then break it down into very small daily goals of improvement that you can have concrete and measurable outcomes. And specifically, exactly what you want to do and the outcome that you want, where you did it, how you're going to do it, and what time, at what time to increase the chances of follow through. So I tried to make it really simple. I had a goal of I wanted to walk more, like just get outside.
Yeah, me too.
So
Same.
my first thing was I wanted to have the right walking shoes.
Yeah.
So I made sure that I found them.
You have to have the right accessories.
And then I made sure that the next step was put those walking shoes by the door so that during the summer I see them right by the door.
Okay.
Then the next step was how far am I going to walk? So the first thing was like, don't laugh at me. Just walk to the mailbox. Just make sure I walk to the mailbox at least
It's a thing.
more than I used
There
to.
you
Because
go.
sometimes I'll just leave the mail there for a week and get it on Saturday.
Okay.
But now I'm going to walk to the mailbox at least 3 times a week to check because sometimes there's stuff there. Then, okay, once I hit that, then my next goal was to, okay, I'm just going to walk around my block. So just walk around the block. Then I extended that to walk around the neighborhood with the school. Then it got further. Now I think I'm up to maybe 2 miles of just the walk when I was at 0. But it took me a whole summer to get there, but I was there before I knew it. What really helped me was talking to somebody while I was walking, like make a phone call, relative, friend, whatever.
Or
and it made
listening
the walk go by
to,
quicker.
these podcasts.
Yeah, so small steps.
So the whole takeaway from that is just improve by 1%
Just a little bit.
every day. I mean, that's a tiny little improvement that you can do, like you say.
Yeah.
10 steps today, it's 20 steps tomorrow.
Right. The thought is one thing, but you have to put action to it, and it doesn't have to be a big action. Like, I'm going to walk 2 miles. That was too daunting.
Yeah.
But everybody like, okay, I want to get out and walk. How do I do that? This is the first step. This week, I'm going to do these 2 things.
And I
I
kind of like how vague it was too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like X amount of any distance. You know what I mean? Like you just wanted to walk more.
I wanted to make sure I got out there.
Just make it a little more
no
than
pressure,
the day before.
no anxiety. You're not feeling bad about yourself if you miss a day. You got those shoes by the door. You're getting out there the next day.
I told
1%
someone
better.
the mailbox, and they're like, "You're walking to the mailbox?"
Yeah.
How do you? Because are you working out every day?
I'm like a 3 to 5er a week, 3 to 5 a week.
Yeah,
but I like to move in my life. So even when I don't work out at the gym, like I'm doing something.
You still rollerblade or something?
I got the kids, and they're always wanting to be thrown around.
Yeah.
Like life is a workout.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Good.
That's annoying. Please don't.
That should be a tattoo.
I know, but that's obnoxious. Yeah, get another tattoo. There we go.
Okay,
Fantastic.
guys. Recently, and yesterday, I went to my office. I was very hungry. No food yesterday on the show, so I picked up my box of Triscuits, and it was empty.
Steve?
This is from home. Thank you, Mr. Steve. And I was so sad. And then I got online, and I said, I just love these. I love Triscuits so much.
Wait a minute, you went online to make a post about the Triscuit box?
No, I was just
People
looking
say what they
online.
love.
Different,
I know.
There's different flavors of
And then we
Triscuits.
make fun.
So I was like, I wonder what's the favorite Triscuit out there? How much does everybody
Triscuit.
love Triscuits? Much to my dismay,
No.
people don't like Triscuits.
I don't know anyone who eats Triscuits but you.
I feel like I am single-handedly keeping Triscuits alive.
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you like about them? Is it the cardboard taste, or
people are
what
like,
is
it's
it?
like eating straw.
Yeah.
It's so dry. It
It
scratches your mouth.
Tears up the roof of your mouth.
It's like the worst part of Captain Crunch. No sugar and
And then I was duped because some people are like, yeah, I love eating Triscuits if I want to be completely miserable. And there's no no other cracker left on earth.
Right.
They look cool though.
So
Very
Triscuits
bouncy.
are one of the healthier options.
Very bouncy.
That's the only thing that
they're
people...
constantly stale. It's like stale, fresh out of the box.
Yeah, that's
Come
what
on, man.
people
Let her say good stuff. Let her say good stuff. Go ahead,
the
Dina.
first ingredient is whole grain wheat, if anybody cares about that.
Saw that coming.
So anyway, I know that Jay Towers is a Triscuit.
Oh, you eat Triscuits?
I believe that Jay and I will douse the Triscuit with cheese, put it in the microwave.
Oh,
Maybe
and
that's
heat
what
it up.
Yeah,
It
and maybe
softens
I'm
it up.
speaking for myself. Maybe it's not
Just
Jay.
try one. Just try it with a new cleansed palate.
There we go. Want one?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we're trying to do here. Like, I know what a Triscuit is.
I love the texture.
Oh,
Gets in
man,
there, it scratches your mouth a
It's
little
fine.
bit.
Look, they're not.
Oh, yeah.
They're just so dry. Like, how am I supposed to talk now? Why did we do this? This was a dumb idea.
At home, I'll dip it in a little whipped cream cheese.
Oh, well, that's
And then drizzle
different.
a little honey on top.
That's fine. That feels like you're turning it into
couldn't
something
be
else.
happier.
Yeah, I can get down
But
with
you
that.
would not seek these out at the store
No.
or anyplace else.
Or no.
They got
If
a
I were at
party.
a party,
There's
I'd have
Ritz
one.
and Triscuits.
Ritz.
Ritz.
Easy.
Oh, saltines. You know those
Wheat
little
thins
oyster
or
crackers?
Triscuits?
All of the things.
What are wheat
Saltines?
thins? Oh, wheat thins. I like those.
Yeah.
Ah. So Triscuits are the
They're
loser
the
every
lowest.
time.
Yeah, they're the
I'll go
lowest.
to the
yeah.
kiddie table and get some of those. What are those things called?
Some goldfish or
Those
Cheez-Its.
Goldfish
Oh,
are good.
yeah. That's what I'm talking
You know
about.
those like baby banana crackers? They're like nothing. They literally just dissolve in your mouth.
Those are really
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Those are really good.